So how old were you when you started playing drum? Oh, you mentioned guitar, and I wanted to talk about guitar. What was first?
Drums. Drums was first. I would go to my dad's rehearsals with his band, and I'd see his drummer, Jim Surface, if he's watching out there. Hey, Jim.
Awesome.
And I was just fixated on the drums. So when I was around 4, they bought me a drum kit. And I don't know if I was playing, but I think I was keeping time.
Right.
You know? So I knew I could do it, but it wasn't until I got into maybe 6th, 7th grade. What is that, like 11, 12 maybe? Is that right?
Yeah, when you're well-seasoned.
Yeah, well-seasoned. From the pots and pans, and I got behind a drum kit and was like, oh, wow, I can do this, because I'd been air drumming, I guess.
Right.
And, so then around like 15 or so, I wanted to, I wanted to be George Lynch, you know.
Is George Lynch your guy?
He's great. He's him, Warren DeMartini. I like all those 80s shredders guys.
Yeah.
So,
how about drummers? Who do you?
Drummers, man, it's funny, man. You know, I love the earliest things that I was in was Peter Criss from Kiss, John Bonham, Ringo. I love Bunny Carlos, Phil Rudd from AC/DC, and those are all the guys that are kind of you think it's easy, right? But it's a feel thing, man. You know,
Phil Rudd is awesome.
Oh yeah. And as I got older, I discovered Stuart Copeland, Neil Peart, and I can't play like that, but I can sure appreciate it. You know,
Phil Rudd brings the heat without hitting a tom.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to, and when he does, it fucking means something.
Yeah.
That's great. Right. Yeah, AC/DC. We talk forever about them. Man.
But those were the influences, I think, on me.
No, I know, like, you're a big Kiss fan. You bring up Peter Criss, and you and I have talked about this podcast. You're supposed to start. We got to get on this. But part of it is you were kind of thinking about doing like a Kiss podcast. And is it just when you saw the band or an album cover? Or what was it that so many stories about Kiss just comes up and is going to come up forever and ever and ever about being a huge influence? You know?
I was 5. And my sisters, I had 2 older sisters, and they had the 45 of Detroit Rock City. So I heard it and was like, wow, that's cool, because it's the story about and then the crash at the end. And I was like, this is great. And they're like, oh, well, check this out. This is what they look like, and I'm 5, right?
Kaboom.
Whoa, like, this is cool, So, then I guess later that year, Rock and Roll Over came out. It was like 76. I just turned 6 years old. I'm across the street playing with a friend, and my mom and dad are like, hey, we got something for you. And they came home and brought
nice parents.
Rock and Roll Over home. Yeah. And to this day, that's probably my favorite. I don't know if it's because of the time, right? Like, that's my first Kiss record, or if it just stands up. To this day.
You packed a lot in the first 6 years of your life, so
that's a lot.
Singing on stage, playing drums, finds his favorite band.
You think, yeah.